Hi, this is Tim Fembert with LeaderGov. Each week, LeaderGov shares a leadership lesson to help you become a high-performing local government leader. Today's video is called Valuing People Over Projects. It's about a very basic leadership idea of putting people ahead of projects, deadlines, services, or goals. At LeaderGov, we have a belief that everyone in local government can go into one of two large buckets. Those two buckets are goals and people. And you want to have success with both areas of your life as a leader. It's the people that often make the difference in virtually every project you face. You can have a great service, delivery, great customer service, great planning, great strategy, and even great resources. But if your people are not motivated, inspired, encouraged, and equipped, virtually any service can fall by the wayside and quickly become a failure. As we get into this topic of valuing people over projects, I want to share a few quotes that make the point. Of course, you can look on the internet and find many, many more quotes, but we like these few. First is Steve Jobs from Apple. He's famous for saying, "Leadership is about inspiring people to do things they never thought they could do." Former President Jimmy Carter's wife, Rosalind Carter, once said, "A leader takes people where they want to go, but a great leader takes people where they don't necessarily want to go, but ought to be." Brian Tracy, the leadership guru, once said, "Become the kind of leader that people would follow voluntarily, even if you had no position or title." And lastly, Colin Powell, the great military general, is quoted as saying, "Leadership is all about people. It's not about organizations. It's not about plans. It's not about strategies. It's about people, motivating people to get the job done. You have to be people-centered." So you may be thinking, with all this emphasis on people, how on the earth are you going to get any of your work done? Well, the work that you have to do is chiefly to support, encourage, and inspire, and of course equip the people you lead. If you're still stuck on your work, you've kind of missed the point. Some of you who are watching this video, like I, do not naturally connect with people in a friendly sort of outgoing way. Perhaps you're reserved, or perhaps you're a dynamo personality that's always moving towards some big goal or objective. So for some of you, this will be especially difficult to think about and to put other people first in all that you do. We often say at LeaderGov that leadership is about the future. It's about goals, strategy, a clear vision. Whereas management is typically about equipping the team, inspiring the team, providing resources for the team, and building team unity and loyalty, the difference between management and leadership. So in this video, we want to provide a review of a few things you can do to invest in your team and develop them so they can have the best chances for success. Number one, coaching. Coaching is a great way to develop your team members, and it typically involves asking the employees where they want to improve and how they think they want to get there. As a coach, you can provide guidance and suggestions, but the coaching process is largely about the employee making their own way and being held accountable for their decisions and their plans for the future. Coaching is a great way to invest in someone's future. Number two, feedback. Providing feedback is a wonderful way to express to someone the truth that they may need to hear about their job performance. It can be shared as what you want them to do more of, what they should continue doing that's working great, and what they need to improve upon. Regardless of what most people think, feedback is actually a very powerful way to express to someone that you care for them and you want the best for them. Number three, it's always important as a leader that you develop a leadership development plan for each of your employees based on where they are today and where they want to be within the organization going forward. What do they need to be successful, and where do they want to go? What does their future look like? Number four, a great way to demonstrate that you value the people on your team is to fight hard for resources that will help them get their jobs done and done well. It's really your job to stand up for what they need to ensure that they have the basic tools and resources to get the job done. This will show them that you care and value them as people and team members. Number 5, another great way to value people is asking for their input. Every decision and every action that you take as a leader does not need input from all of your team members. But at certain times, getting their input and truly listening to what they have to say is really critical. This shows that you value their perspective and what they have to say. Plus, you usually discover something new to make your plans and ideas even that much better. Number 6, yet another way to demonstrate that you value people is to ask them what you can do to remove the roadblocks that may be standing in their way for that day or even for that week. This is a simple question and one that you may think will wreck your own day and priorities, but it actually works just the opposite way. By helping your team remove roadblocks, you'll not only likely reach your goals faster, but you're likely to get incremental effort from the team. And they will go above and beyond for you versus leaving it 5:05 each day. 2 more suggestions for how you can even get a greater level of cooperation and team building. Number 7, consider helping your team members find a mentor within your organization to perhaps find opportunities for them to shadow another person for a day or a half day. These are all things that can be part of their development plan that we spoke about earlier in this video. Number 8, and lastly, not only get to know the employee's career aspirations as part of their development plan, but also find out what their personal aspirations are. You may find that you have employees that want to excel at playing the piano or perhaps going to a long dreamed of hiking trip in South America. The more you know about these personal aspirations, the more you can support them in these long-term goals. As a result, you will be actively demonstrating that you value them as people and not just employees or resources. By investing in people in this way, you will leave your team better off than you found it, and you're likely to have a much higher chance of reaching your own strategic goals with your team bought in. Well, that's it. We hope you enjoyed this video, putting people over projects, and that it helps you lead your team even better. We'd love for you to check us out on social media. We're on LinkedIn and Facebook and other social media platforms. We post blogs, podcasts, and other learning materials there designated just for city and county leaders like you. Also, if you have needs in the area of retreats, workshops, strategic planning, just give us a call. That's the work we do, and we would love to help you. We appreciate your support and feedback. Again, have a great day, and until next week, we look forward to seeing you soon.